Close your eyes. Let the noise of the world fade. The chaos, the clutter, the chasing, the proving. All of it can wait. You are here now, and that is enough. Tonight, you are not running from anything. You are not reaching toward anything. You are simply remembering who you are and what cannot be taken from you. As you fall asleep, let the wisdom of the Stoics whisper through the chambers of your mind. Let their strength become your strength, their calm your calm, their clarity yours. For in the stillness of night, when the world forgets you, you will remember yourself. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Nowhere you can go is more peaceful, more free of interruptions, than your own soul." Tonight, we go there. Not with striving, not with force, but with awareness. With breath. With stillness. You were not born to be tossed about like a ship in a storm. You were not born to be enslaved by every opinion, every fear, every passing mood. You are more solid than that. More permanent. And even now, as your eyes grow heavy and your muscles soften, your mind sharpens. Epictetus taught that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. So as you drift, consider, what if every difficulty today was simply raw material for your strength tomorrow? What if life was never against you, only preparing you? You do not need more control. You need more acceptance. You do not need more things. You need more clarity. You do not need more praise. You need more purpose. The Stoics walked through war, exile, betrayal, plague, and death. But their minds remained undefeated. Why? Because they refused to build their peace on anything external. They looked inward. They saw clearly. And they held firm. Tonight, you will begin to do the same. Whatever hurt you carry, let it dissolve into the silence. Whatever fear has stalked your steps, let it tire itself out trying to chase you here. You are not your past. You are not your possessions. You are not your reputation. You are your character. And your character is forged, not found. Now, breathe. Deeply. Slowly. With each inhale, take in calm. With each exhale, let go of everything that does not belong to you. You were never meant to carry so much. The Stoics remind us, if it is not within your control, it is not your concern. Repeat that truth in your mind until it becomes muscle, until it becomes reflex, until it becomes freedom. Sleep now, not to escape life, but to anchor yourself in it. Let these words rewire your thoughts, so that when you wake stronger. Not louder, but deeper. Not harder, but wiser. Because strength does not scream. It does not show off. It endures. It understands. It lets go. As you sleep, we will continue. Marcus, Seneca, Epictetus, their voices will echo quietly in your subconscious. And long after this audio ends, the strength they planted in you will not. So rest, traveler. You've carried enough. Now let the Stoics carry you. You are safe. You are still. And you are beginning again. Script continues with the next segment of Stoic reflections, parables, quotes, and applications tailored to dreams, peace, and strength in sleep. Yes, let us continue. Let the silence speak now, broken only by the voices of the wise. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, offered this. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Let those words settle into you. You are not the chaos around you. You are the clarity within you. Inhale. Exhale. The world may shift, but you are steady. The world may judge, but you know yourself. The world may burn, but you remain untouched by flame. Seneca once wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." So let this night not be wasted. Let it be a return to yourself, to simplicity, to truth. Feel the weight of your limbs now. Heavy, relaxed, each muscle releasing, each breath sinking you further into a state of awareness without tension. You do not need to rush to fix anything. You do not need to chase, to prove, to perform. Tonight, you are not the role you play, not the title you carry. You are something deeper, older, untouched by circumstance. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." So ask gently, where today were you a servant to impulse? And where were you sovereign over your soul? There is no shame here, only learning. There is no failure, only feedback. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be to take the next right step. Feel your heartbeat. Steady. Come. You are not broken. You are being refined. You do not need to be fearless to walk forward. You only need to walk forward despite the fear. And when the noise comes back, as it always does, you will remember this stillness, this moment, this wisdom, because now it lives inside you. And so, as you drift, let these truths wrap around you like a warm cloak. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who observes them. You are not your failures. You are the one who learns from them. You are not your past. You are the author of your present. And no matter what comes tomorrow, you are prepared, not because you control everything, but because you fear nothing within your control. You are calm. You are strong. You are enough. The ambient music deepens, subtly becoming more ethereal, inviting deeper rest. Sleep now, and let the Stoic flame burn gently within you, lighting the path forward, with grace, with strength, with unshakable peace. The narration softens into a whisper as the story flows into the next section, a gentle cascade of timeless Stoic quotes, layered with slow affirmations, guiding the listener deeper into sleep. Yes, now we begin the quiet unfolding, a stream of ancient truths, spoken not to be remembered, but to be felt, to reshape you from the inside out while you rest. Let the words come like waves. Let them wash over you again and again, until they become part of you. Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. Epictetus. You are safe. Your fear does not define what is real. Let go of what lives only in your mind. He who is brave is free. Seneca. With every breath, you release fear. With every breath, you claim freedom. If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it. Marcus Aurelius. Tonight, you release judgment. Tonight, peace takes its place. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus. You have everything you need within you. Gratitude is your wealth. Simplicity is your power. No man can escape his destiny, the next inquiry being how he may best live the time that he has to live. Marcus Aurelius. There will come a time in your life when words will pierce like knives, when betrayal won't come with a warning, when silence will weigh heavier than noise. And in that hour, what will protect you is not a shield, not a sword, but your mind. Epictetus, born a slave and forged by suffering, understood one eternal truth, that no one has power over you unless you give it to them. He didn't preach from a marble hall. He spoke from the raw edges of life. And the lessons he gave weren't designed to please, they were meant to liberate. Let's begin. You are disturbed not by events, but by your judgment of them. Let that sink in. The world will hurl insults, chaos, and unexpected tragedy. But none of that can touch the sanctuary within, unless you open the gates. Your reaction is your vulnerability, not the event itself. Someone mocks you? That's their noise. You internalizing it, that's your mistake. The second lesson is about control. Epictetus taught that some things are up to us, and some things are not. To confuse the two is to suffer. You cannot stop the storm. But you can anchor your ship. Wasting time on what's beyond your influence is like chasing shadows. Learn to focus only on your own reasoned choices, your own actions. That's your power. That's your domain. And then comes adversity. Most men crumble under it. But the Stoic doesn't merely survive pain. He uses it. Hardship is the fire that tempers the iron of the soul. Epictetus said, "Difficulties show what men are." Think of your life's worst moments, not as curses, but as invitations. Invitations to become untouchable, invincible, unshaken. He also warned us not to place our happiness in external things. Wealth, praise, relationships, all of them are borrowed. And anything borrowed can be taken back. So why cling to what isn't yours? The Stoic plants his joy in virtue, in discipline, integrity, and wisdom, because those are the only possessions no thief can touch. Do not seek to be understood. Seek to understand. When people lash out, they reveal their wounds, their fear, their ignorance. If you respond with anger, you've stooped to their level. But if you observe them with quiet compassion, you win. Because true strength doesn't shout. It listens. And then there is desire. Epictetus didn't tell us to suppress it. He told us to master it. Cravings are chains. He who is ruled by desire is a slave, no matter how rich or admired. But the one who governs himself, he is free in any circumstance, even in chains. Pain and loss are inevitable, but suffering is optional. Do not say, "I have lost it," Epictetus told his students. Say instead, "I have given it back." Whether it's a loved one, a fortune, or your health, none of it was promised forever. Stoicism doesn't make us cold, it makes us clear. And clarity is the root of peace. Let people talk. Let them hate, let them praise, let them judge. Your task is not to dance for their approval or bleed for their affection. Your task is to be a fortress of reason, of calm, of moral purpose. The world is noisy, but you don't have to echo it. So when the world pushes, do not flinch. When it tempts, do not chase. When it wounds, do not howl. Simply stand. Like a mountain. Like the man Epictetus envisioned. Scarred, yes, but not broken. Bruised, but never bowed. And in this stillness, in this inward silence, something extraordinary happens. You begin to notice what others miss. While they scramble for validation, you stand in quiet certainty. While they rage against fate, you adjust your sails. You see through the illusion that the world owes you comfort, fairness, or recognition. Epictetus taught that none of these are your birthright. What is yours is your ability to choose how you respond. And in that choice lies ultimate power. Power not over others, but over yourself. This is where most people fail. They believe power is external. Money, status, control over people. But true power is inner mastery. The ability to look your own impulses in the eye and not flinch. The discipline to wake early when the bed is warm. The resolve to remain silent when your ego screams to be heard. This isn't repression. This is refinement. And refinement, Epictetus knew, is the path to freedom. Freedom isn't the absence of constraints. It's the presence of self-command. To act with reason when the crowd loses its mind. To hold the line when others betray their values. To endure ridicule without bitterness. That is freedom. And once you taste it, you'll wonder how you ever lived in chains. But the road there is narrow. It requires vigilance. You must watch your thoughts like a hawk. You must train your emotions as a soldier sharpens his sword. You must practice discomfort, not to suffer, but to grow immune to its sting. When others seek luxury, you practice simplicity. When others chase comfort, you lean into challenge. When others react, you reflect. This isn't asceticism, it's armor. You don't renounce the world. You simply stop being owned by it. Because the untouchable man is not emotionless. He simply chooses which emotions deserve to be fed. He feels sorrow, but doesn't drown in it. He feels joy, but doesn't cling to it. He feels anger, but does not act from it. He owns his emotions. They do not own him. And in this inner discipline lies an ancient peace, a quiet triumph that no applause can offer and no insult can steal. You'll find yourself walking through storms with a steady gaze. You'll hear lies and feel no need to defend. You'll be attacked and feel no urge to retaliate. Because you'll know what Epictetus knew, that no one can harm a man who has mastered himself. The world will remain the same. Cruel, chaotic, unfair. But you will move through it like a blade through water. Unbothered, clear, unshakable. Not because you've hardened, but because you've awakened. Because you finally understand the deepest Stoic truth. That it was never about controlling the world. It was always about controlling yourself. And once you begin to live from that place, from that inner citadel that Epictetus called the seat of the will, everything changes. You no longer beg life for mercy. You meet it on equal terms. Misfortune? You greet it like an old sparring partner. Insult? You nod at it like a gust of wind brushing past your shoulder. You stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" And you begin to ask, "What am I being trained for?" Because life, to the Stoic, is not a theater for comfort, it is a forge. And every blow is a lesson. Every loss, a teacher. Every disappointment, an invitation to rise above what is petty and small in you. You don't resent the struggle. You refine yourself through it. And as the days pass, you become less like the man who flinched and reacted, and more like the one who watches quietly, chooses carefully, and walks deliberately. People will notice the change, but they won't understand it. They'll say you've become distant, too calm, too detached. But what they're really seeing is something rare, someone who no longer needs the world to behave in order to remain at peace. Because your peace is no longer at the mercy of mood swings, or news headlines, or the approval of strangers. You've stepped outside that game. You've stepped into your own sovereignty. And this is what Epictetus meant when he said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." It's not about coldness. It's about clarity. It's not about rejecting life. It's about embracing it fully, without being consumed by it. So when grief comes, you bow, but you do not collapse. Yes, we go on. Not forward, not backward, but deeper. Into the mind. Into the breath. Into the still, sacred place where wisdom lives without words. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Epictetus. And so you release it now. Every concern that does not belong to you. Every outcome. Every opinion. Every imagined future. You are free. Not by fleeing the world, but by seeing through it. How long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself? Epictetus. You demand nothing from the world, but from yourself, clarity, discipline, peace. Not perfection. Presence. Life is very short and anxious for those who forget the past, neglect the present, and fear the future. Seneca. You remember gently. You arrive fully. And you fear nothing. The music now is barely there, only the echo of space and a soft pulse, like a distant heartbeat. You are becoming fluent in stillness. You are no longer a visitor to your own mind. You are its keeper, its sculptor, its guardian. And as the night stretches on, you stretch with it, not in movement, but in awareness. I am not waiting for peace. I am practicing it now. I am not in control of the world. I am in control of my response. I do not run from discomfort. I learn from it. My strength is not loud. It is grounded. I rise when it is time to rise. And I rest fully when it is time to rest. You are not alone in this practice. The Stoics walked before you, through fire, through exile, through grief, and they left behind these words, these traces of light, to show that peace is possible, even now, even here, especially here. Let the next wave of wisdom carry you even deeper. The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately. Seneca. Not later. Not someday. No. This very breath. This quiet hour. This sacred sleep. Receive without pride. Let go without attachment. Marcus Aurelius. You need not hold. You need not own. What flows to you will serve you. What leaves, frees you. Don't hanker after what you don't have. Instead, fix your attentions on the finest and best that you have, and imagine how much you would long for these if they weren't in your possession. Marcus Aurelius. Gratitude, the most stoic of powers. Not a feeling, a discipline. You are not empty. You are full of life, of breath, of the ability to begin again. Let this night be a ceremony of letting go, of releasing what was never yours, of remembering what always was. You are not asleep in ignorance. You are awake in silence. You are not drifting away. You are returning to presence, to principle, to peace. The background now gently transitions to a cycle of ambient tones and breath-spaced pauses between softly echoing Stoic affirmations, like ripples in a still lake. The night holds you now, gently, completely. The narrator's voice becomes a murmur beneath your awareness, like a memory you never forgot, only quieted. Yes, we go on. You are not drifting aimlessly. You are descending into clarity. And even though your eyes are closed, your mind sees more clearly now than it ever did in daylight. To be even-minded is the greatest virtue. Heraclitus, echoed by the Stoics. No high can shake you. No low can break you. You are the same, still, steady, regardless of the waves. Don't aspire to be on the cover of a magazine. Aspire to be free. Modern wisdom, ancient truth. You are no longer performing. You are no longer chasing the applause of ghosts. You are content to be unknown, because you are known to yourself. Nothing is worth doing pointlessly. Marcus Aurelius. And so tonight, even your rest has purpose. You are not wasting this silence. You are training in it. The background now hums in a slow rhythm, 3 notes in a gentle loop, like waves lapping endlessly on a dark shore. Your body relaxes deeper. Your jaw is loose. Your shoulders melt. Even your thoughts begin to slow, turning from wild sparks into soft embers. And as they quiet, the deeper voice in you emerges, the one that needs no language. Let it speak now, in breath, in silence, in knowing. I am not in a race. There is nowhere I must be, but here. I hold no grudges. They are too heavy to carry into peace. I release my grip. Nothing real slips away. I listen. I learn. I let life shape me, not break me. The space between the words grows wider now. Intentional. You are no longer being guided. You are simply remembering. You are remembering that you have always had this strength, that long before fear, there was stillness, and long before the world told you who to be, you already were complete, rooted, enough. Be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands, unmoved, and the raging of the sea falls still around it. Marcus Aurelius. You are that rock. Even now, especially now, as the world sleeps and you return to your center. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Welcome those whom you are capable of improving. Seneca. In silence, even your company changes. You are attracting truth, and shedding what cannot walk beside it. There's a long pause here, on purpose. The music dips, leaves you in near stillness. This is your moment, a void where your soul speaks. You are not missing anything. There is no hole to fill. There is no